with your light. A million stories forever you write. A shaken world, we discover new meaning. Losing myself since we stopped breathing. A halo on the chosen. My oh my, how we have fallen.
Hello Cancer. This is Inspire 2016 with your monthly tarot reading for the month of October 2016. The first card for you is representing your condition at present. Your card is the Magician. This is a good time to start new adventures in your life. At this time, you may realize your life energy and creative power again. You may have some innovative ideas and are waiting for the right time to turn them into reality. Please exercise the fullest extent of your energy and potential to make it happen. You may be assigned to work on new projects or challenging tasks, but you have to be careful of making mistakes on languages and presentations. Do not worry if you are well prepared. The outcome will certainly be good. At this time, you will have self-confidence but not too much. For love, you will feel relaxed and prefer a relationship as friend with your lover. If you are single, this card tells that you are ready to talk with everyone but not to develop a relationship. You have the creative power and energy to create a new life cycle for yourself. You have the ability to take the power of the universe and manifest your desires. The Magician card suggests that a situation has been, or soon will be, presented to you that has all the inherent components to allow the manifestation of your desires. Those desires may be spiritual, physical, emotional or mental. You have the ability to make it happen. With the Magician card, you are inspired to apply skill and initiative to accomplish all your goals. You have a strong desire to begin something new, to do, act, or go forth. A can-do attitude and strong sense of optimism will dominate a new beginning, and thus the decisions that you make will have positive results. The Magician card sees you creating success in everything that you do. This is a card about manifesting your goals by utilizing the skills, tools and resources that are available to you. The Magician suggests that you will come up with creative ways to solve problems, and you will be able to use your existing knowledge and networks to arrive at solutions. The Magician card is a good omen when you have a specific wish, when you begin a project involving creativity, or when you need to make a transformation of any kind. This is a great card for meditation when you need to call all the elements for help and wisdom. The Magician card indicates that you can benefit from your creative forces if you can claim your power and act with awareness and concentration. This card is a signal to act consciously and act now, provided you understand exactly what you want and are committed to getting it. You need to know what you are doing and why you are doing it. Be clear about your underlying motives and intentions. The Magician is also a card of deep concentration on a specific task or activity. You need to be focused on a single goal or purpose at this time, and you need to channel all of your energy, tools and resources towards this one goal. Commitment to the task is essential, and as such, you will need to eliminate any distractions that will take your focus away from what you want to achieve. The Magician shows that you are doing a great job at pulling together all of the skills, resources and tools that are available to you in order to bring about an outcome that suits you. You are keeping a very pragmatic head about you, and you are trying to remain as objective and can-do as possible, even if you are worried on the inside. Keep this up, as it will help you to create as much success as possible. Keep thinking about what other skills and resources you can use, and keep focused on the task at hand. The second card for you is representing the immediate challenge or problem that you'll be facing. Your card is the Five of Wands. There will be some difficulties or obstacles during this time. You may have to try harder to overcome them. Overall situation is not pleasant as you expected. There may be delay at work. You have to correct your work, or you may not get proper cooperation from others. You may face a communication problem which causes mistake in your work. Thus, you should be more careful. For finance, you may have financial difficulty. Be careful not to spend easily, as you may run short of money. This card can also suggest that you have tendency to avoid conflict wherever possible. You may find that any sort of tension or conflict makes you feel quite uneasy, and you wish it would just go away. So, you deflect a lot of that energy and just ignore the problem, if there is one. The trouble, however, is that in doing this, you may just be pushing some of your own concerns to the side, without really dealing with them or being assertive about them. Some conflict can be good, particularly if it is constructive and teases out the underlying issues in a way that then generates a better solution. Consider whether always avoiding conflict is the best way to go, or if you are finding yourself just compromising on what is important to you. The Five of Wands is like a sigh of relief after conflict and struggle. You are no longer up against so much competition and can just be. On more personal level, you have worked through your anger and hostility, and you feel more secure in your relationships. You do not have to constantly prove yourself anymore. The Five of Wands can also indicate a realization that you do indeed need focus to achieve your goals. You have come through a period of scattered thought and random ideas, only to find yourself in the same place you were when you started. You now acknowledge that if you are to progress your goals further, you must focus your attention on your key priorities and stay committed to your goal without considering even more possibilities or opportunities. The third card for you is representing your goal, aspiration or best outcome with regards to your situation. Your card is the Page of Swords. Situation will be pleasant in the future. You will successfully meet expectations. Be careful of getting into troubles with your boss or senior at work. You may have to deal with rumors or bad news, but do not totally believe that it is true. For work, there will be some progress at work. However, you may have to correct your work. You should stay calm and be careful of being hot-tempered. Overall, this card reflects an abundance of energy, passion and enthusiasm. You cannot wait to get started on a new project or an idea, and to share that with others. You start all new projects, ventures and journeys with a huge amount of energy and excitement. The challenge, however, is whether you can keep it up. As with all pages, the beginning always looks promising, but something else is needed in order to maintain the pace. The Page of Swords is almost like a green light to say, go for it. There are always going to be challenges with whatever option you choose, and not everyone is going to be happy with your choices, but when it comes down to it, you need to follow your passions and go where your true energy lies. This page encourages you to move forward and to get the wheels in motion, despite any challenges or setbacks that may potentially stand in the way. This card shows you as a young and idealistic person, with lots of plans and ideas for the future. At this moment, You feel as though you could do almost anything. As a page, you are just beginning to make your way in life, and it is important that you align with others who will not overwhelm you or stifle your direction and ideas. Instead, seek to align yourself with people who will nurture your ideas and will help you to manifest them in an organized manner. Choose a relationship that feels natural, with someone who will learn and grow along with you and give you a chance to develop your own personality and expression. You have an intelligent and sensitive nature, and you may suffer a lot if there is no outlet for your ideas and feelings. The Page of Swords is as perceptive as the Queen of Swords. He has the ability to find out the truth regarding all matters by asking all the important questions. However, what makes him different to the Queen is that he lacks experience and maturity, so his questioning and probing may become annoying to others as he constantly asks why. Nonetheless, he has both mental and physical agility and is full of anticipation, making him an avid learner and an excellent student. The Page of Swords is also all about communication, information and ideas. This card is an indication that you need to appreciate and communicate ideas, information and theories. These ideas, information and theories may be your own or someone else's. It does not really matter, so long as you are involved in talking, sharing and conversing with others about these ideas. You are always coming up with something new and then finding someone to share it with. You also have a way with words, being a good writer or speaker, and you are passionate about what you are doing. However, be careful that you do not engage in gossip. While this page loves to talk and to be in the know, it is important that you use this talent to benefit others, rather than to create negativity. You may also want to be careful about what you say to whom, as you may be more prone to sharing confidential information about yourself. So, protect your privacy. And you may need to first ground your thoughts, before speaking, in order to ensure that you do not later regret what you have said. The Page of Swords can also stand for a child or young at heart adult whose relationship to you involves truthfulness, the search for information and new ideas, or matters of the mind and intellect. You may have your moments with this page, as the swords often indicate a level of tension or conflict, and this bundle of energy may sometimes prove too much to handle. If you need to, give yourself a break from this youthful person, and return with fresh eyes. They do have a lot to share with you, and despite their inexperience, they may actually teach you something about yourself. You need to remain open to their high levels of energy and enthusiasm to learn more about the world. As a child, the Page of Swords encourages you to have fun with mental activities of all kinds, including learning, exploring, and researching. Enjoy the world of thought your mind can open to you. The downside of the Page of Swords is the turbulent nature of intellectual discovery and inspiration unchecked by experience or wisdom. This page seems to be either on the defensive, protecting his ideas, or on the offensive, looking for some victim of the double-edged sword of his mind. Perhaps he is seeking a confrontation in the intellectual sense or has the desire to prove himself mentally superior to others. The trouble is that he does not yet have the maturity to express himself in a way that is always constructive, and may come across as oppositional or just too in your face. The fourth card for you is representing issues from the past that have led to your current situation. Your card is the Two of Cups. You may have led a simple and easy life in the past without any big problem. You may have found a new love or had someone coming into your life. You may have been refreshed, happy and fulfilled in love. There was some friendship as well. You may have got good support regarding your work and finance. Thus, you may not have much difficulty in your life. Besides, you may receive good advices on your work, business and investment. For finance, there is no difficulty as you will earn enough money to spend and have some, though not much, for saving. The Two of Cups typically points towards a relationship that is based on mutual attraction and romantic inclinations. It reflects the clear, nurturing, supportive and heartfelt exchange of emotions that is the gift of a romantic relationship. The Two of Cups represents love that is nurturing, creative, clearly focused, inspirational and equally fulfilling. In a reading, this is often a beautiful start to a new romance in which you will experience understanding, harmony and deep love between two souls. The seed has blossomed into a tree of appreciation. Kindness and thoughtfulness will bind your two hearts together with the feeling of being simultaneously very special to one another. In some cases, the Two of Cups can refer to marriage, proposals and engagements, particularly as this card portrays what looks like a wedding or hand fasting. It is a reflection of commitment between two individuals, to say that they will go through life together, always considerate of each other's needs and wishes. Outside of love, the Two of Cups reflects a partnership of sorts, be it a business partnership, friendship or even a relationship between a person and their pet. The Two of Cups also points to what is happening within the individual. To be truly loved, deeply treasured and valued highly by others, you must first and foremost strive to create those feelings for yourself. That is, when you work toward loving yourself, you hold your inner spirit in higher regard, treating it with deference and deep respect. When you see yourself in this positive light, other people cannot help but respond to your personal sense of value in an equally positive manner. The fifth card for you is representing your subconscious realm, the underlying feelings and trends associated with your current situation. Your card is the Seven of Pentacles. You may have been determined and tried hard in the past, which will certainly provide good result to you in the future. You maybe begin to see the light of success, which makes you a bit happy. Anyway, you have to keep trying until you reach your goal. For work, you will gain more experiences, but it is not the time to grow rapidly. If you are salaryman, it is not the time for you to expand your business, as you do not have much remaining budget to do so. If you have subordinates, they may not be active at this time. You have a strong desire to invest in those things that will provide long-term benefit. You understand the value of putting in time and energy now for longer-term rewards, and you are not necessarily looking for quick wins as such. You also want to make sure that you are focusing your attention on the right areas that will give you the biggest bang for your buck, instead of wasting time on areas that will not deliver any value. You have a long-term view and you are focused on sustainability of results. Similarly, if you are planning for the future, the Seven of Pentacles shows that you are taking a long-term view and you are assessing where you can best invest your time and energy for the maximum output. You do not want to keep putting your heart and soul into something if you are not getting the rewards for it, and no doubt, you have started to see that there are some areas in your life that are just become energy sappers but without the reward. The Seven of Pentacles indicates that if you have been working extra hard or putting in extra effort into something, it will finally pay off. Your effort will definitely be worth it and you will see the results and rewards for your labor. You may have been working on something quite challenging and important for the last few months, and this is likely to come to a culmination. You are likely to see financial or other tangible rewards for all of your hard work. Sometimes, however, the Seven of Pentacles can denote frustration. You have been laboring away at something important and you may be starting to feel concerned that you will never be rewarded for your efforts. Be patient and appreciate the progress you have made so far. If your hard work has not yet paid off as planned, Remember that your expectations may be unreasonable. There are no guarantees. Be grateful, focus on the present and do what you can with what you have. This card follows the Six of Pentacles, which indicated the ending of a difficult period of financial or material difficulty. In the Seven of Pentacles, the situation is reversed and you are now experiencing the rewards of hard work and effort. However, the question at hand is whether the rewards of hard work are in fact worth the effort to acquire them. It is often at the time of greatest success that you realize what you desired so much is in fact somewhat disappointing and perhaps not worth all of the effort. The Seven of Pentacles may therefore represent fear of failure, delays and frustration. However, the positive side to it is that you are more likely to be learning from these setbacks and evaluating how you can better invest your time to create the most value. In order to avoid feelings of frustration, ensure that you review your progress to date at regular intervals, particularly when engaged in long-term or enduring work, so that you can review what is working well and what is not and where you can make adjustments. Make sure that you are on course and that you are on track to achieve your goals. The sixth card for you is representing your immediate future. Your card is the Seven of Wands. You will have a strong intention to win and achieve your goals. You will be inspired to achieve things as you expected. There will be a chance to succeed if you do not feel discouraged or give up in the middle. For work, you may have competitors, but there will be a chance to win. If you participate in any competitive examination or test, there will be a chance to be successful, but you have to try hard and never give up. Overall, there will be a success waiting for you as a result of your hard working. This card also indicates a struggle after initial satisfaction and fulfillment. This time, however, the struggle is about maintaining your position at the top while others compete and fight to achieve the same success and status that you have already achieved. Thus, competition is rife and you must continually prove yourself with the Seven of Wands. If your vision and creative effort is fulfilled to the point where there is public acclaim or acceptance of your success, then you must expect competition and challenge, as other people will no doubt also desire the same things as you. The Seven of Wands can also indicate a challenge to the continued success of a venture or creative project from an external source. While it appears to block your path forward, you can overcome this challenge or obstacle by drawing upon your strong self-confidence, self-belief and continual self-improvement. It can also be overcome with effort and clarity of purpose. The Seven of Wands is about holding your ground, despite ongoing challenges to your position and authority. You need to take a stand and defend your position at all costs. This will take courage and persistence, but you have the strength and determination to do it. You see yourself as a battler, and no matter what the challenge, you still have it in you to stand up for yourself and fight to the end. So, although you are experiencing a number of setbacks at the moment, you need to continue fighting for what you believe in and confronting others who may oppose or threaten you. There needs to be acceptance with this card that you are not always going to be able to win everyone over. There will always be challenges and opposition to your point of view, and you cannot keep everyone happy all of the time. Thus, now is the time to draw your line in the sand, and say, this is who I am and this is what I need right now. There cannot be any compromise or negotiation at this time, just hold your ground with determination and courage. From quite a literal perspective, this card can indicate that you will be required to give a speech or write a paper on a contentious or highly debated issue. You will need to be ready to defend your argument and present hard facts that support your point of view. Expect to be challenged, but enjoy this challenge as it will help you to create an even more robust argument. The seventh card for you is representing the advice for you or what approach can be taken to address your current challenges. Your card is the Eight of Swords. You will feel like there is high pressure and no way out. You will feel restricted as you cannot do anything. Problems are too difficult for you to solve them alone and you have no one to help you go through. You will feel lonely, discouraged and do not know how to go on. However, you should stay calm and be patient. You might feel trapped by your own thoughts and perspectives. The woman in this card is blindfolded and bound, trapping her into thinking that she has no way out. However, if only she could remove the blindfold and change her thinking, she would see that she does indeed have options. So, the Eight of Swords suggests that you need to look at a difficult situation from a new angle. Draw upon your intellectual self and your emotional self to determine the best path forward, one that avoids any possible victimization or restriction. The Eight of Swords is often a sign that it is best not to make any important decisions at this point because your thinking has been limited and constrained by self-imposed boundaries. You are struggling to see a situation for what it is and have been led to believe certain things that may or may not be true. There are choices available, but first you must be within the right mindset to know which option to choose. This means releasing the bindings and the blindfold to see the situation from a different, less imposing angle. There may also be too many ideas running through your head. Thus it is best to wait until you feel more secure and certain about a situation before making important decisions and taking action. The woman in the Eight of Swords is often seen as powerless. She has surrendered her power to an unknown entity, thus rendering herself completely powerless. She has become the victim and is now waiting to be rescued. If you see part of this woman in yourself, then it is imperative you take back your power and personal accountability and open your eyes to the options that lie in front of you. The fact is that you do have options, even if you do not like those options. This is fine, so long as you accept that you do indeed have options and you do not have to be the victim here. The Eight of Swords portrays a dilemma whereby you are faced with the difficulty of a painful decision and you are at an impasse, uncertain of which way to go. However, what you may not realize is that the decision in the Eight is the result of our own actions. Despite the fact that you have boxed yourself into a corner, there is a way out. The solution is simply to deal with the situation in the most direct yet tactful manner possible, and face your choice with inner strength. It is time to be honest with yourself and others in order to be free of the burden of fear or guilt that is implied with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords can indicate that your interests will be opposed by other people, and this may create restrictions to what it is you want to achieve. Take back your power and realize that you have options whether others oppose you or not. You do not have to be constrained by their way of thinking or their rules. The eighth card for you is representing the external influences that can be the people, energies or events which will affect the outcome of your situation and are beyond your control. Your card is the Six of Pentacles. You may feel that people around you are friendly. They will advise you about work and life concept. It is likely that you may get help from others. Also, you will help others when they need as well. For finance, you may have to spend money on essential items. However, if you have any financial problem, you will be able to get an assistance. For work, there will be no outstanding chance for any progress, but you will get good cooperation from your colleagues. This card is also about charity. You may either be the wealthy man in this card, giving away his wealth, or the beggars, gratefully receiving what the man has to offer. If you are the wealthy man, then you have accumulated great wealth and are now in a position where you can offer financial assistance to those in need. Now that you have lived through the darkness long enough to see the inner light, it is time to help others who are not so fortunate. Consider giving to charity or reaching out a helping hand to someone who needs your support. The generosity of the six does not limit itself to money and material things. Giving of your time or your wisdom is often just as spiritually fulfilling as giving away money or gifts, and the intangible gift of your presence is received just as well, if not better. You may also be inclined to make a loan to someone, on the premise that they will eventually pay you back once they are back on their feet. This is a loan built on trust and good faith, knowing that if you give something away, it will come back to you. Remember, though, that this is more about a short-term fix and not a sustainable solution towards self-sufficiency. So, think about how you can financially support your family or friends in a way that encourages them to stand on their own 2 feet eventually. If you are the beggars in the Six of Pentacles, then you may be the recipient of someone else's charitable activities. This will help you to get back on your feet and to eventually repay the charitable organization or individual, either with your time or your restored wealth. You will also need to identify ways in which you can become more self-sufficient in the long run. The risk of accepting charity is that you become dependent on it and cannot look after yourself. Be mindful that you are not becoming submissive or noticeably desperate as a result of the charity that someone else is providing you. The 9th card for you is representing your hopes, wishes, dreams and fears. Your card is the King of Wands. You have creative ideas and may think of your progress at work. If you have had a routine job for a long time, you may think of running your own business, which tends to be possible in the future as you are capable and have a leadership personality. If you are looking for a new job during this time, there is a chance to get a new job. Thus, you should try to present yourself and you will obtain a good opportunity. If you are single, you may meet someone you like, but it takes time to see whether you will develop a relationship. The King of Wands looks forward to challenges because he enjoys the natural rush of adrenaline associated with solving a difficult problem and coming to a solution that will benefit not just one person but many people. In the process, he not only rids himself of his own fear but that of others, by reassuring them that they shall all succeed. He is not all talk, either, and when the going gets tough, he is prepared to do the hard yards to see something through to the end. The King of Wands has a deep and innate respect for other people, and his compassion extends far. He knows how to bring out the best in others and to empower them to deliver his visions and goals, which he knows will be of benefit to the greater population. The King of Wands is an indication that you are someone who is very visionary and goal-oriented. You achieve a lot because you are very clear about your future direction and how you will get there. You do not waste your time on activities or relationships that you believe will lead nowhere. You never just go with the flow, instead you prefer to embark on a strong and direct course of action. The King of Wands reminds you to lead your life with intent, vision and a long-term view. Know that even though you are experiencing challenges now, this is just a part of your journey to something much more positive. Eventually, you will see this time as just a little blip on the radar and it will have simply served to make you stronger. Stay focused on your long-term goals. The appearance of the King of Wands also suggests that an opportunity is presenting itself to you, and you now have the power to accept the opportunity and take on the challenge. You are the determining factor in this situation, and circumstances will navigate in the direction you steer them. Indecision or doubt will not be appropriate responses when clarity and confidence are acquired. However, as you progress in this new role, it will begin to feel more comfortable. The negative aspect of the King of Wands is that he can be arrogant and even aggressive in his pursuit of his goals. He may be conscious or unconscious of this. For example, most of the time he does not show enough restraint to know when assistance is not needed or wanted, and he can sometimes make things worse by doing what he thinks is the right thing. Furthermore, once successful, he may become easily carried away with his newfound status and grandeur. He shows determination and vision to accomplish his goals at any cost, and while he is often a respected leader, there can be instances where he is prepared to go above the heads of others in order to fulfill his own dreams and agendas, potentially putting others offside. This king can also become easily distracted by bigger and better things, and he can become so accustomed to attention that he can take other people for granted. The last card for you is representing the outcome. Your card is the Knight of Swords. For work, there will be some challenges. You may find that no matter what you do, there will be some obstacles all the time. Thus, you may easily feel discouraged. If you run your own business, you will have to handle some problems. Also be careful of your business's financial status. There will be unexpected expenses. Thus, you had better be careful of your spending. For love, if you are a single woman, you may have someone coming into your life. If you have a lover, be careful not to use your emotion, as it may cause conflicts. There could be a male significant figure in your life from air sign. The Knight of Swords often reflects a time when you are embarking on a new project or idea and there really is no stopping you. You have had this sudden burst of energy that is propelling you forward and inspiring you to take quick action to manifest your goals. You are ready to overcome any problem, challenge or obstacle that is in your path. How could anything stand in your way if you are this focused and this committed to your goal? However, you may be prone to rushing things or cutting corners in order to get a job done. Sometimes this works for you, but other times it does not. For example, using low-cost providers will help you get the job done quickly and cheaply, but quality may suffer in the long term and you may consume more time fixing their work. Also, ensure that you keep others on side, particularly if they are part of your longer-term success. You might be all fired up and ready to go, but if your colleagues, partner, friends, or family are not, then you are likely to run into trouble later down the track. The Knight of Swords also represents your need to understand the world from an intellectual point of view. You have well-developed communication skills and can easily form solid arguments and opinions on current affairs and important matters. You love to engage with others who have similar skills so that you can share your ideas and develop new points of view. You may be best suited to discussion groups with like-minded individuals where you can fire each other up and motivate one another. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the High Priestess. You drew this card because the answers you seek lie in your feelings and emotions. Trust in the accuracy of your intuition and the power of your natural psychic abilities. Also, pay attention to your dreams and any intuitive messages you receive, as they're accurately guiding you. However, there's no need to race into action right now. Instead, take time to gain more insight, since things may not be as they appear on the surface. Withdraw from the noise of daily life and ask for guidance from your angels and guides. Everything you need to know will be revealed to you in time, just have patience. Additional meanings of this card: silence is golden. Study spiritual topics. Keep your dreams and desires to yourself. Learn from emotional situations. Archangel Haniel is the goddess-like angel of grace and feminine spirituality, such as intuition and clairvoyance. Like a true high priestess, Haniel will act as your spiritual teacher and advisor to aid you in discerning which feelings and ideas to follow as trustworthy guidance. Call upon Haniel to increase your clarity in connecting with the angels.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.